Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of Be Agile Scrum. We are in week 2. Before we begin, let me quickly ask anyone here for the first time. It's your day 1. You are attending for the first time to me and uh, Trainer Prerna Live.
Yeah, hi, this is Raju. This is my first class today.
Saju, somehow you are not clearly audible. You are audible clearly. Would you try to speak one more time what you said?
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, very much loud and clear. Yes, Saju. So, is it your day 1?
Yeah, this is my day one.
Awesome. So, Saju, could you please introduce yourself as in from where you are connecting, your educational background, and in case any work experience at all? Work experience, not necessarily it has to be IT, but in case you have for IT, you can definitely quote that as well. So,
Yeah,
kindly
sure.
introduce. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. My name is Saju. I'm from Canada, Toronto, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm working as a QA in TD Bank.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I'm trying to upgrade my skills, so that is why I joined this session. Like, I took this course.
All right. Understood. So, welcome to the Guru School, Saju. Saju, I hope you have gone through the previous recording, last 2 recordings.
Yes, I've
Have you?
gone through.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Saju.
Thank you,
Everyone,
brother.
you can type into chat window, welcome Saju. Anyone else other than Saju is your day 1 attending for the first time to us in the live session? Okay, the silence says no. And uh, mm, thank you so much, guys, for typing into chat window. Welcome, Saju. And yes, Saju, you can definitely thank them back. And let's get started because uh, I now understand I'm audible as well as you guys can. Yeah, so no one else is other than Saju for the day 1. So let me quickly check one more time. Anyone here for the first time attending us live? No? Okay, so we'll continue. So quickly, let's get started with the, uh, you know, our guidelines. As a reminder, that's the code of honor I'm going to run you through. In case you have any question into that, you must refer to the very day 1 recording. And why I'm repeating this here as a reminder as well as to touch base. All right. So number 1, code of honor that you know by now that we are learning Agile vs Scrum, and Agile is full of ceremony that demands you to, as a future Scrum Master, business analyst, or product owner, to show up live in every ceremony. Ceremonies means meeting, and that makes you to be on time, remain punctual, and remain highly committed. In case you don't have such habit, then considering this training itself as a project and practicing this, make you habitual of this. And another thing which will abide by you with these habits is the law that says that how you do anything is how you do everything. The second one, that because you chose to learn, by default makes you a student, but we don't want you be the student. We want you to be the full stack student, okay, who does all the assignments, do self research, and repeat what they learn. The third one, while you do so and finish what you start, that let you hit success, it's quite easy to take the full responsibility for that success. But when you don't, that let you hit the failure, but it's not so easy to take the full responsibility of that. As a reminder, we want you to take the full responsibility of this element as well. Why? Because when you own it, when you acknowledge it, there are chances you may go back and correct it, and then you will find that failure was not a failure, that remained trail to the success. That's the reason you are requested to take the full responsibility of both the elements once you do all the activities what is asked or expected from you to do. And the fourth code of honor that says that, to do so, it really requires a concrete mindset. The very first one is inspired from the Kaizen framework of lean management, is another software delivery style. And that says to embrace the continued learning that is inspired by inculcating the learning mindset. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, the learning mindset that says that more learning minded you will become. It is quite easy to embrace the positive mindset. More positive minded you will become, you will go and grow complaint free, as in that you will have the ability to perform even in a stringent timeline, and perform with even lack of resources. And if you could do that, you will find yourself growing in more gratitude. And the fifth one, to do so, to have such mindset, you must start your day with the highest level of receptivity. And for that, I have something as a recommendation to participate in a 30 days challenge. And as I say that this is the recommendation, not the mandate, I have spoken more about it into the very day one, recording. You can refer to that as in what it is, whether you need to participate in it or not. You can choose that, and for that you must message me to get the link of this challenge and participate in it. And the second, because you are taking a deep dive towards the deep learning, there are two types of people who are coming back with the vast layer of experiences. And the first one, um, who don't have any technical experience. Both of you must embrace this style of learning that says that golden quadrant of learning comes with the four steps. The very first one that says that before taking a deep dive into deep learning, declare with the anchor and then draw after 24 hours using pen and paper from your memory whatever you have learned by recalling. And you can utilize this style for drawing on the piece of paper. And once you have done it, then summarize it, flaunting your drawing in the video, lesser than 3 minutes maximum, and minimum in a less than 90 seconds of video. You are going to submit back into the WhatsApp group. I have three received such assignments, and I am going to review it because I don't know, I could not see it before my last night. So yeah, definitely I'm going to review them, which is due task on me, and will be personally going to review and comment them. So that is all under the fifth code of honor. And the sixth one, um, before we reach there, let's do this quick declaration with the anchor. And for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first anchor it and then declare it. How I'm going to anchor it? Anchor is just nothing but, more details you can find what is anchor, why anchor is to be done. Refer to the very first recording. But so how we are going to put the anchor? Anchor is the body movement. I'll just count 1, 2, 3, and then you are going to model me, and then I'm going to read the selected statement on the screen that you are going to repeat after me. Can you all see this selected statement on the screen, everyone, in the blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's do it together. Unmute yourself and follow me. 1, 2, 3, and clap and repeat. I'm a quick learner.
I'm a
I'm a
quick
quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What other can
Learn and master.
I too can do that.
I too can do
I
that.
too can do that.
One more time with me with the new statement that you can see on the screen, the second one. 1, 2, 3, and clap and repeat. Because I'm an awesome learner.
Because I'm
Because
an
I'm
awesome
an
learner.
awesome learner.
Today's learning is going to be
Today's
Today's
learning
learning
is
is going
going
to be
to be
super duper easy to
Super
me.
easy to me.
super duper easy to
easy
me.
to me.
Yes, it is going to be, because you said so. In case you found it a little bit awkward, remember to follow the sixth code of honor that says that you to be the giver, keeping ego away on the path of learning that makes you more spiritually grounded. Spiritually grounded means your happiness level increases, and happiness is new productivity. That is the demand of the corporate today. And as I say that you are not here just for the learning, but also to get play so that you can start more, make more money out of it. And it is said that what you want more of, you must start giving away the portion of. And in case you are already earning, start giving away the portion of it. In case you are not, then at least have an intention that you will give away at least 5 or 10% of your earning to the causes wherever you believe in. That could be donating into the orphanage, or feeding the hungry children, or donating into any old age home, or even in another causes you believe in, like you can donate back into churches, gurudwara, mosque, or any temple. Please go ahead, do so. Why? Because when you give, you grow. When you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure that you are not here for the just survival, but also for the growth. But just don't give away for the sake of growth, but also to inspire others. While you do so, continue to appreciate what you do, what others do for you. And even if you don't find that it is helping you to grow, continue to do that initially, because ultimately that's the law that says that what you appreciate appreciates you back. So these are the 6 code of honor we are going to abide by. And the days how we are going to remain connected is on every Sunday. Like today, we are going to have technical session at 10 p.m. EST. Monday again, we are going to meet to have the technical session at 10 p.m. EST. Tuesday, you can choose to not choose to, you must attend the RRP session, that is the reference ready resume preparation in parallel, that enhances your visibility, strengthens your credibility, and pushes strengthens you further marketability as well. Wednesday, you must do the assignment, be it said or unsaid. I have spoken about it into the day one's recording. Please refer to that. From the Sunday's learning, and on Thursday, you must again one more time repeat the RRP session. You know the reason: it enhances your visibility, credibility, and marketability. And Friday, you must complete the assignment from the learning of Monday. Saturday, either you can choose to relax, have a breather day, or repeat whatever you learned, or prepare the question that you want the answer on the next technical session is on Sunday, or do your own research work if you at all are interested. So this is how we are going to abide by in terms of days and the code of honor. Do you all agree with this? Say yes if you understood it. Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone? Yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much for your quick
Yes.
confirmation. Let's go back and learn the topic for the day. And I'm going to share the screen from where we had left off last time. Last time, I touched base the topic from the Agile Manifesto, and from there we are going to even continue today with the very first one. Uh, I'm going to reshare my screen. Uh, just give me a yes the moment you see my screen, everyone. One more time. Can you all see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So I want 4 different people to read this slide. Okay. So anyone, you can start unmuting and start reading one bullet for me. So go ahead.
Customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Customers are happier when they receive working software at regular intervals rather than waiting extended period of time between releases.
Yeah.
Changing
this-
requirements through the
Yeah,
through
go
the
ahead.
development process. The ability to avoid delays when a requirement or feature request changes.
Yes, the third person.
Delivery of working software. Scrum accommodates this principle since the team operates in software sprints or iteration that ensure regular delivery of working software.
Yeah. And the last one.
Collaboration between the business stakeholders and developers throughout the project, where decisions are made when the business and technical team are aligned.
All right. So before we begin talking about it, explaining this, I want you to identify 1 or 2 or 3 terminology that you think that you have not understood. Can you point it out that if you have paid attention, that 1 or 2 thing that and you don't need to. Yeah, go ahead. Sprint. So any idea what is sprint, everyone? So Anyone here who is coming from and who has the background, you can definitely tell. What do you mean by sprint? What do you think?
Short time frame, any milestone, achieved any milestones in that short time frame.
Okay, so short, you said, what is the word? Which time frame you said?
Like small time frame.
Short time frame, small time frame. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Any other one wants to add something when it comes to sprint? What do you mean by sprint?
A time interval to complete the task.
A time interval. Yes, absolutely right. So this is a time duration. Sprint means are dedicated, decided, and pre-decided time intervals, short period, or say duration that is given for one portion or one smaller module or one piece of the requirement from the software to be released. That is called as sprint. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
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 Okay, now give me another word that you think that it is quite of new for you, that you want to go deeper into that. And I will explain that, and then we'll go ahead one by one in every bullet.
Iterations.
Iteration. Okay. Anyone here who knows what is iteration? You are coming from already IT background. Saju, could you, may I request you to talk about iteration, because you are already working in yeah.
I'm not pretty sure about iteration, but I knew about Scrum, which happens in every 2 week. It is a
Yeah.
2 week framework where, like you said, we plan and try to execute in certain period. But
Yes.
iteration, I'm not very familiar
Okay.
of.
Okay, not a problem.
Can
Thank
I
you so
try?
much for being.
Can I
Yeah,
try?
please. Yeah, please go ahead.
I think iteration is time box, uh, time
It's
box
like
for each activity or each event
Mhm.
in Scrum, in
Yeah,
Agile
time
Scrum.
box activity in each scrum. Okay, good try.
It
Anyone
is
else?
a repetitive activity.
it's the, yeah, it's that
Exactly.
repetitive. Yeah.
What you are
Yeah.
delivering on a continuous basis.
Exactly, both are right. So it is repetitive activity, and what you are delivering continuously on the defined time period. In every sprint that you are repeating will be called as iteration. So in a way, every sprint is iteration. Every sprint is what, everyone?
Iteration.
Iteration, because certain activity again you are going to do, like Saju said, that every in Scrum, after every 2 releases, they do certain activity. So when we are talking about release, it means that after certain time period you are going to release a set of requirement. Those requirement will going to be dynamic. They will continue to change. They will continue to at the same time evolve. Having said so, let's understand and go more in detail about the customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Connect back yourself with the last learning of your vehicle going for the garage and you receiving the feedback frequently from them. And you are also getting the virtual completion photograph over the WhatsApp or through any another medium, and that was landing you back towards the customer satisfaction. Okay, so similar ideology gets fit with this first principle of the agile, that says that it's not about only giving the software. The important is giving back the working software. Okay, rather than letting your customer to wait and extend for the next period for continuous releases. In fact, release the working software in a way, continuous extended period, that to which we will call it as a sprint. Is it clear for the very first bullet point? Yeah,
Yes.
it's more about
Yes.
customer satisfaction. Coming back to the second one, the second one says that accommodate changing requirement throughout the development process. So what does it mean? So every single time with the new release, what is going to happen? it is going to happen that you are producing new requirement. What you are going to you are going to produce, everyone?
New requirement.
New requirement.
Yeah.
New
So you will be developing it. You will be designing it and then producing it, the new extended version of the piece of the requirement. It means that the requirement is big, but you have divided into the smaller doable activities, and then you're delivering it, okay, on a frequent basis, to which you can call it as you are releasing a new feature to the client, okay. And why you do so? Because you want to avoid the delays, if at all any may occur. Okay. And at the same time, you continue to win customers' faith. Okay. And the trust, so that they will continue to trust in you that, hey, you have the ability to continue to produce and complete my work. Okay. And make sure that principle says that delivery has to happen frequently. One terminology which I wanted you to ask, that is the framework which talks about here Scrum. Okay, so Scrum is what? Scrum is a framework. What it is, everyone?
Framework. It's a
Okay,
framework.
framework. And last time, in last previous classes, I tried giving you example of the framework. You remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was the example that I tried giving you for the Scrum?
Going from the escalator to the top floor.
Exactly. Absolutely. Bang on. So yes, you are right. So I gave you the way out. So what all the different possible ways through which you can achieve the goal. Here in the software, there is a way to deliver one software in a multiple ways, and Scrum is one of the way using what you can deliver a software, to which we call it as a framework, and Scrum is that one of those frameworks. So this is towards in the Scrum, what exactly happen in this framework, you abide by the sprint is the fixed time box, is the word someone used before trying to give the answer to my question. So a sprint is the time period under which you continue to repeat certain activity, and then you make sure that on a frequent basis your software is getting delivered. Okay. So, and here the last one that says that it's not just a delivery, but you have to make the decision, okay, for your team's alignment as well as stakeholders alignment. Everyone, when they are aligned, they can i- they can deliver it well, and they can encourage the stakeholders to utilize it well. And for that, such alignment and such decision, you have to make sure that better collaboration has been done. Okay. So how the collaboration happens, and these all we are going to see in more detail. Okay. And let's continue further with the next few principles, and I'm going to invite again more four people, the new people, if you have not read, to read these four bullet points on my screen. Go ahead.
Support, trust, and motivate the people involved. Motivated teams are more likely to deliver their best work than unhappy teams.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me explain it further. So, the team, you have to make sure, be you are a Scrum Master, be you are, product owner, make sure your team is highly motivated team. Okay. In a way that they are ready to support you, they are ready to trust you. Okay. Why? Because such people are going to help you. Such team is going to always not only inspire you as a product owner, neither you are going to just inspire to your team, but also they continue to motivate to other team members. As I said earlier, that in our code of honor, that happiness is new productivity, because happy people perform better, and that is the demand of the corporate. So better than unhappy teams, is the happy people and highly motivated people. They produce the result well in time, and such such team are welcome, who enhances the support, trust, and the motivation within the team. Okay, I want someone else to read now the second bullet point over here, please.
I have a question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
If just a hypothetical situation, if you have a Scrum team member that is not, I mean, despite everything, they're not motivated enough, they're not
Yeah.
performing very well, you know, they don't attend meetings, you give them tasks, they don't do it on time and all that. What can you do? Are you able to replace them?
Yeah, so first, it's product owner's responsibility to let the few feedback flow. That's number one. Number two, still, if they don't listen to it, of course, such people will. What happened to such people? You tell me. Should will they will they be liability for the team, or they will become the asset? What do you think?
They will be
Will they?
liability for the team. So the
So
increment will not be delivered on time, or it may not meet this
yeah.
the
So yeah.
criteria.
Yeah, and that can become the bottleneck for the
Mm.
progress, right? And do you want such bottleneck to continue to happen?
No,
No. So what the decision you will take finally?
get rid of them.
Yeah. So here you go with the answer. You will
Okay,
have to
all right.
replace. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And may I
Okay.
know why did you ask any question? Anything that um encouraged you to ask this question? Because this I
No,
believe that.
I was just thinking about it, you know, I just think about as we're going in this, because I just like to look at different scenarios, what can happen, how
Yeah.
do you deal with it? And you know, because in the training, we've been told that is a self-managing team, you know, they cross-functional. So how will they deal with that kind of situation? I mean, you know, since it's a self-managing team, they can't report to external person, they have to deal with it within their team.
Yeah. So it's do you know this is another game? If you don't follow, you get the, pink slip. Get the, alert and flags. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
like another team in any another game, like in football as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So few
Okay.
warnings and then you are out.
Okay.
So
All
this is
right.
how. Thanks for
Thank
asking.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. I want someone else now to read the second bullet point on the screen, please, for me.
Enable face-to-face
Enable
interactions.
face-to-face interactions.
Communication is most
Communication.
successful when development teams are co-located.
Okay. So now here what I want to say is that uh see, before COVID, what was there, people used to work together in one premises, in one office. Okay. And always inspired during that time. It is always better to reach out to your colleague and interact face to face. Okay. Um, and the reason is that face to face communication was used to be more successful. Uh, but when you decide that still if you are sitting in a same location, sending out email and waiting for email to reach back and then execute your work, that resulted always in the delays. To avoid such delays and still have more clarity, it was inspired to talk to each other instead of waiting for the virtual communication. However, I have seen the things have evolved differently. Okay. Post COVID, when people started working remotely from the, ease of their home. Okay. And so still they were asked to, work face to face, interact face to face. So then how they used to interact face to face? Can someone tell me? If it was the
With the camera?
Zoom
thing.
meetings,
Video call?
Zoom
Yes.
meetings, Google Meet.
Yeah, through camera on. Yes, of course, the tools what you said is right, but again, camera on. Okay, so that became started becoming the practice. We want to see you. Okay, if you can't interact with us virtually, we recommend you to come over the camera and then talk to us. So that co-located people, when they are interacting and when their expressions are seen, the messages go more clear. Okay. And that's the reason even you are encouraged to practice this by submitting those assignments. Okay. That you and using that, we are enabling the face-to-face interaction. You are gradually becoming habituated of it. Okay. That's the second one. Then I want someone to read, who was reading earlier and could not complete. Go ahead and complete the third bullet point, please.
Working software is the primary measure of progress. Delivering functional software to the customer is the ultimate factor that measures progress.
Yeah. Thank you so much. One more time. So, this has been the similar essence of this was touch based in the previous principles that said that it is not just, you can't just progress without giving the software. Make sure that your software is working. Okay. And that's when you are delivering, making sure that software is functional. And this is what actually customer relies on. Okay. So when they see that you have delivered something, first they say whether it is functional or not. And to which Saju is here. He is coming from QA. He knows that there is a terminology for quick validation of the software. Okay. So when a software is received, when you do a quick validation of such software, what is the terminology, Saju? Could you please share?
Is it smoke testing?
Yes, he's right. So this is called as smoke check. Okay. Whether the fume is coming out or not means that it is ready to get enlightened or not. Okay. So that it can make you realize that this check is functional or not of the software, and that let you rely that okay, you can go ahead with this. Okay. And there you check that working software has been given and has been progressed to customer is ready to progress and move further with the software what has been delivered. And then comes the fourth one. I want someone to read this fourth bullet point on the screen.
Agile processes
I have
to
a question.
support a consistent development pace. Team
Mhm.
establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software, and they repeat it with each release.
Yeah, sure. So before I thank you so much for reading this out. So before I go to the question someone had, let me complete this bullet point first. So yeah, the eighth one on this, which is the fourth one on this screen, that says that agile processes to support a consistent development pace. When we are talking about consistent development pace, it means that it has to be uniform. Okay. In every release, the same speed has to be followed, but it has to be decided first. Okay. That at what speed you are going to deliver the software, because you are going to repeat that speed for every release. Okay. If you decide that it has to be 1 week, uh, I will go ahead by releasing software every week. I'll be going to deliver the software every 2 weeks, or after every 3 weeks, or every 4 weeks. Okay. So what the speed you are going to decide, that defines whether it has to be uniformed or not. Okay. And team will get ready to abide by those as a rule again. And you follow this speed to deliver certain software, and you will decide, okay, what count, how many complex features on an average you are ready to deliver. Now, depending upon the complexity, you are going to give them numbers. So this is, say, for example, something which takes, um, 24 hours to get released. You can give it, say, for example, I'm giving number 13. Okay. Some piece of the software will take, 1 hour to release. You are giving it a number like 1 or something. So total, how many points you are releasing, not just the feature, how many points you are releasing? Are you following the similar speed as well every week, or every 2 week, or every 3 week, or every 4 week? When I say every 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, or 4 week, what are these? What are these, everyone?
Sprint.
That's right, Shruti. That is called as sprint. That you are going to decide whether your sprint is going to be of 1 week, or 2 week, or 3 week, or 4 weeks. Okay, so this is what it says, that the speed you are going to support as a consistent development pace when you are going to follow the principles of the agile as a part of the processes. Coming back to, someone had some question. Yeah, so you can go ahead and ask your question.
So I have a question. Like, working software is the primary measure of progress. Isn't it the same point that you explained, like the third point in agile principles?
Sorry, before I answer your question, I'll have
Okay.
to check your name and then ask you to repeat your question, because I see that Amit Verma is talking,
Oh,
or some.
I am sorry. That's my husband's name. My name is Shikha, and
Okay, Shika, could you please rename yourself? That it will be quite easy for me to, interact.
okay, like I'm
Yeah.
I'm actually on phone, so
Okay, just try it, and still you go ahead. I'll manage to remember now and answer you. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know phone how to do that. I'm really sorry. I don't want to
Okay,
waste time, but
no
yeah,
problem. Go ahead, you ask the question, and meanwhile, the rename
yeah.
thing, I'll do that.
So the
Yeah.
third point here, that is working software is the primary measure of progress. Is it the same point that you explained, like the frequent delivery of working software? No?
Yeah, so as I said when I was responding, that you will find more or less the principle will be supporting each other, but
Oh,
still they are bringing more clarity for with the new element. So even if you will find that something is supporting something else, mm, go with the flow and follow that. There are these different 12 principles that is the part of the manifesto. So though these have written to bring more clarity into that what all the principle we are going to follow. Yeah.
okay.
So you may
Okay.
find there is a relevance and reference into that. Okay, thank you for asking, and your name is renamed. I just
Yeah.
did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you so much. And
you're
one more
welcome.
question. How
Yeah.
interviewer can ask us, like he can ask us like tell me 12 principles of agile, or he will ask something else?
So, in this entire course, Agile and Scrum, what we encourage you to minimum as an agilist, mug up these 12 principle and 4 values. Okay. So they may ask you that, agile principles and, agile values or Scrum values. So these two things, at least we would request you to remember always.
Okay.
Yeah, but the still I'll be quoting something that when you will be going for the interview from Guru School or through Guru Schools, you will be not going as a fresher. Okay, because Guru Schools will be giving you some already ready-made project to showcase in your CV, that they are giving you legitimate authority to talk about these are the projects on which you can showcase in your CV that you have been working with us. Okay, and when you are going to showcase that, it means that you have that much of experience given by Guru Schools already. In case you don't have that, so who are going to give those experiences, those year of experience, is Guru School. With me so far, Shika?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So when you are going to given so much of experience, there are rare scenario you will be asked to talk about agile principle and agile values. So when you will be asked, in case you are showcasing 8 years of experience and your answer is not getting aligned with the year of experience quoted in your CV, then uh, to give more benefit or doubt, they will start assuming, the interviewer will start assuming, okay, even though she appears as a 5 years old experience holder, let me ask that kind of a question. Even if you don't succeed in responding to those questions, they will reduce their um, intensity to ask more such question towards as a fresher, considering you are just a fresher, and then they may reduce their intensity of the question and may ask the primary level of question. And means it's you who will drive the question, what kind of question you want to be asked. So how to drive this entire interview, we give you training further towards the end, or when you ask or get ready towards mock interview or so, that comes towards the end of the generally um, track. So this is how you get prepared, and this is how you should get prepared. Did I
Okay.
answer your question, Shika?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Gaurav, I have
Sonia,
a question. Sorry.
Jolly, let me come back. I
Sure,
see that
sure.
Sonia has raised her hand already. Sonia, do you have also any
Yeah, I
question?
have a question, Gaurav. So while we are working as a team, so who has the authority to decide the time frame of the sprint? Who
Okay,
decides that?
okay, I'll answer this question, Sonia, but not immediately. This is there already answered in the flow, so let me talk about it in the flow. Is that
Okay.
all right? Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking. And good question. Yeah, Jolly, go ahead with your question now.
Yeah, my question was similar to Sonia's question.
Okay,
So
great.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
let me
was
give
a
you
little
the
bit
answer.
confused that what is the hierarchy? Like what are the steps? Like there is a is there a project manager and then there's a program coordinator or there's a scrum master whom we
Okay,
work under? What is I'm a little bit confused. If you can just
okay,
clarify
okay.
that, what is it?
All right, all right. So let's understand first principle, and it's good that you have that level of curiosity. I'm going to anyway answer that, but yeah. So first, to answer your question, there is no hierarchy as such in the Agile and Scrum framework, in the Agile methodology. When you are choosing Agilist team member, okay, there is no hierarchy. Why there is no hierarchy? We are going to reveal it very, very soon in coming few days, because there is a dedicated topic related to that. Okay. So let it unfold by itself. And I would request you, you attend those topics as well. As continue to be in the class so that these won't get missed. All right. Yes. Can I go ahead now? Yeah. Okay. I could not hear the
Yeah.
answer, but still I'll choose to go. Yeah, thank you so much. So this is how the eight principle we have covered, and I'm very much glad to know this, um, curiosity level. And yeah, so here are the four another bullet points. I want four people to read these bullet points one by one for me, please. Go ahead, unmute yourself and start reading, please.
Attention to technical detail and design enhances agility. The right skills and good design ensures the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product, and sustain change.
Yeah. So this ninth one that says that attention to technical detail is all about, uh, again coming back towards the very thing that we discussed in the Q&A, and that is towards, um, delivering the working software. Okay. And for that, skills is required, uh, curiosity level is required, and maintaining the speed is required. And the whole idea is that not just to deliver, but delivering value. Delivering what, everyone?
Value.
Value.
Yes,
Value.
delivering value. What and when you are continue to give the quality and the improved version of the product, and still whatever the change was expected, you are going to grow with that. It means you are adding the value. Okay. So to which what is expected from you to give attention towards the technical detail, and when you will understand, then only you can produce such a result. If you don't understand, and you don't understand the enhancement what a customer is expecting from you, and you continue to go ahead, just like delivering the software for the sake of delivering only, and in case you are not meeting the requirement, or not you are exceeding the expectation, you are not adding the value. Okay. And that can only come when you give the attention towards the detail, technical details, and and enhancement what is expected from you. Okay. The second one is quite important. I want someone to read the second one as well on this.
Simplicity, develop just enough to get the job done right for right now.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this, the 10th one is quite important, which is talking about simplicity. Means you don't have to drag the things, okay? Drag the things, it means that there is a large requirement, okay? And I'll be talking more about it. There is a large bread of loaf, okay? uh, make it more thinner, more sleeker, and more consumable. Okay, so that it can be chewed well, it can be consumed well. It should not happen like, when you are picking it up, there is another slice coming up with this. Okay, neither. it- when I'm talking about slice, it just it doesn't make sure it is not becoming the Maggie or something. So this is what just an example for the reference. When I'm talking about simplified simplified functionality, it means that will make sure that when I am delivering some simplified version, it means that will let you do certain function. It does not bring the another mandatory modules to be in the scene, because and make the software bottleneck. So when I'm giving something enough to be done, just done and giving to the customer, it means that with that portion or with that piece of the software, still some functionality can be performed. Okay. So some function, say for example, you decide customer that I'll give you, so you already give them a preview. You say that I give you some visibility, which will not be functional. Why we want you to give the visibility? Say for example, this is just a first phase which talks about UI inability, UI visibility. What do we mean by UI visibility? It means that software will not function immediately, but at least this function of visibility will be there in a way that how it would look like can be unveiled in front of your decided stakeholders. It could be to the business user at least, okay, or to the someone who are responsible for some decision making, that to which you can call it as a initial level of demonstration, to which you are talking about look alike, how does it look like, and then you are giving the demonstration. So what bare minimum simplified version you can initially give, then you can progress onto that further. Okay, and then you continue to add some more function, more UI element, and may again integration to that. Okay, and this is how you continue to further. The whole idea is that let the dependency be, but it not be the bottleneck. Okay, and with this approach you can produce the simplified result. With me so far, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want someone to read the third bullet point for me.
Self-organizing teams encourage great architectures, requirements, and designs. Skilled and motivated team members who have decision-making power take ownership, communicate regularly with the other team members, and share ideas that deliver quality products.
Okay, so it is talking about, it's a self-organizing team, and it says that is the entire team member who have the decision making power. They take the ownership and they communicate with each other regularly. Okay, and they will continue to share the ideas so that they can deliver the quality product. Now tell me, they are working under whom then? If they have the own decision making power, are they working under someone?
No.
No. So, as I said, that first of all, when we are talking about agile, there is no hierarchy as such. So, everyone has the equal power when it comes to power. They have the power. Okay. They are given the power to take the right decision. Okay. But their communication area will be limited. Communication area will be that you have the team. Inside the team, There are certain positions are there, certain role are there. It doesn't mean that one has to report with each other. Their work are so much visible with each other that they can communicate with each other, and they know who is doing what, because they are not just self-organizing, they are also very much transparent to each other. Okay. And because these are the self-encouraged team, self-motivated team, they have the possible power to take the ownership. Okay. So the question to which you are calling that, okay, so who will report to whom? So no one will report to whom, report to anyone, but everyone's task will be visible to everyone. But to answer the question, that certain rules are given to them, like how long they have to work, and when their few meetings will start. So these all things has to be decided. And for that, there are two people, to one which we call it as a product owner, and second to which we call it as a scrum master. Scrum master will make sure that scrum rules are followed. Okay. So who will decide that Scrum rule and agile practices are followed, everyone?
Scrum Master.
Scrum Master.
Scrum Master. And Scrum Master is a bridge between product owner
IT
as
team
well.
and product owner.
Yes, product owner and the entire team, entire self-organizing team. And product owner will be the bridge between client and team. Okay. So who will be the bridge, will be behaving as a bridge between client and team?
Product owner.
Product owner.
Yeah. And at the same time, business analysts are the hand of, product owner. Means sometime if a product owner may not interact with the client, say for example, for due to some reason, it's a business analyst who are going to interact with the client. Okay. And that's the reason a product owner will continues to look for their shoulder when before taking certain decision. But it comes from decision or communication and conversation between product owner and customer, that how frequent they need certain pieces of the software. That is the time when they seek some portion of the entire software after a week's time, or 2 weeks time, or 3 weeks time, or 4 weeks time, and to which these times are time interval to which we are referring to as a sprint duration, sprint time duration. Now tell me, who is deciding that what will be the sprint timeline, sprint time duration, how long the sprint would be? Who is the deciding factor? Who decides about it?
Product owner.
Yeah, product owner, of course, in consultation of whom?
Scrum Master.
The
No.
team, right?
Developers.
No.
The
So
client?
client,
Customer.
exactly.
Yeah.
So client, initially they seek the the expectation from the client, and then they devise and they translate their their expectation towards the team. So did I answer your questions, guys? Sonia and Jolly,
Yeah,
you had this
thank you.
question. Yeah, you're
Yeah, thank
welcome.
you. Yeah.
Gaurav, I have a question.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead.
Yeah, so if we need to say that it's like clients, and then BA and product owner, they are like the team together, and then they interact with Scrum Master and the rest of the teams, the departments. Is it like that?
Sorry, what is the exact question? I mean, I understand these are the team you said.
Yeah, no, I just from what is my understanding, and I just wanted to check that is my understanding correct? That so we have clients. The clients will deal with product owner, and so product owner and BA are like a team. They are the face of the company. They are the one who will deal with the client, and then the product owner and BA will talk to the Scrum Master, or will they talk to the Scrum Master and all the other respective departments together? Or they just talk to the Scrum Master and then the Scrum Master divides it among the rest of the departments?
Okay, so and Scrum Master will allow the frameworks to be followed. Okay, so Scrum Master may not get into more detail of it initially, but exactly you said it right, that is product owner and BAs that will translate the entire expectation when in expectation to the team, and when they are translating it, so how they are translating it, how they are sharing it, this all arrangement would be done by Scrum Master. It means that that will happen in presence of Scrum Master, and when it is happening in presence of Scrum Master, what all the you know interaction Scrum Master is there, it means that by default and automatically he also happens to listen to all those details. So automatically the details go forward to the Scrum Master, and as the time is when the product owner and BAs are giving the requirement details to the team Scrum in presence of Scrum Master. As that happens in presence of Scrum Master, at the same time Scrum Master get to know about it. Separately you can't just say that. So when this is happening, Scrum Master is also considered as a part of the team, although making sure that Scrum Master has organized all such communication and conversation. Yeah.
But BA is also a part of the team, right?
Of course. Now, when we are talking about, and to answer the question that Scrum BAs are also shoulder of the, product owner, it means that few requirement before even team can know, it is first BA and product owners are getting to know. Why first BA? Because certain question product owner may not ask what BAs can ask technically or logically. Okay, and that's the reason first it is known to BAs. Of course, BAs are the part of the Scrum team, and that's the reason. When it is interacted, and when it is interacted, there are more time, and in coming weeks you get to know about it. But for now, just understand this is the flow. Product owner knows what is expected. BAs know more in detail when he gets to know from product owner what is expected. Okay, he will dig deeper by asking more question that cannot be answered by product owner. He will take that BAs along with him in another meeting. He will encourage BA to ask those questions to client directly. He get more data now and come back and give back to the entire team now. Okay, and this is how it works. Yeah, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
So
you're
basically,
welcome.
Scrum Master doesn't have to be skilled in all these tasks. He just has to follow up that what is being done. So BA and product owner, they're gonna bring the requirement, and he doesn't have to have those skills.
Yeah, he doesn't have to have those skill, but then what he does, what kind of skill he needs to have, then that should be the question. And for that, wait till few weeks until we share the roles and responsibility of each such names like Scrum Master, Product Owner, BEs, and Scrum Team. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So where were we? So self-organizing team. I want someone to read the last bullet point over here. The new people. Go ahead.
Regular reflections on how to become more effective, self-improvement, process improvement, advancing skills, and technique helps team members work more efficiently.
Yeah, thank you so much for reading this out. So not only just that you continue to deliver, but also continue to reflect back. Okay. What will happen when you reflect back? You will continue to improve further when the kind of work you are doing. You will improvise the way you are delivering. Okay. You will enhance the skills that would require you to improve. And the techniques that you have utilized, how to make that more efficient and more utilizable or more useful. Okay, so that you continue to utilize the new tools sometime, and in market there are always new tools coming up, and you continue to decide which one is to take it now better. If it is free, definitely you can go ahead and try. If organization allows, in case organization itself is recommending something new, you are going to adopt that. Okay, so that's the reason regular reflection is required. So this is how we have covered 12 principle. How many principle, everyone?
12.
12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. And with this note, I just wanted to check with Prerna if she is there. Are you there, Prerna? Can you take the another slide?
Yeah, Gaurav. Sure.
Okay, definitely. You just while reading something, you can ask me to expand any. I will expand that. Okay. Or let me reshare the screen so that it will be easy for you to, talk about that. Yeah. And I'm going to share the screen. Yeah, over to you.
Can I quickly ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it allowed to record the meetings, the sprints?
Yeah. Whatever
Okay.
the meeting happens, you can go ahead and record that.
Okay.
Gaurav, I can
What?
request. Yeah. Yeah. Can you just go ahead with this screen? I can take from the next one, please. Yeah.
Okay,
Is
so it will
Yeah.
take, okay, no problem. It will take the
Thank
entire another 30 minutes, I guess. So yeah,
Is it?
I
Then I
guess
can then I
so.
can go to the next slide. You can take it next time. Not an issue. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Just go to the next one. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So let's complete. See, guys, though we are at the beginning of the topic, but these all concepts that we are learning, those are very, very important. Those are, I would say, the ground, solid ground of the entire agile or entire, Scrum methodology. So that's why we are giving ample of time for you to understand these in detail. Okay. So the way Gaurav explained 12 principles, trust me, if you know and if you understand them well, most of your work is done here. So coming back to the implementation part of the rules, there are some best practices which you need to follow or implement in real life scenario that can help you to achieve the maximum, I would say, success, or to get your delivery perfect. Delivery, when I say that, means a client delivery. It has to do with the time, it has to do with the budget, it has to do with the quality. Okay. So we are learning. So whatever we are teaching, try to learn everything from that angle. Okay. That's how a customer will be delivered, how your organization can have a goodwill about their work and things like that. So yes, what are the best practices? Definitely 4 values and 12 principles. Those are the most basic and most pivotal part of the Agile Scrum framework. Apart from that, there are certain important things we have jotted down. Let's go on it one by one. So I would request someone to read out the points from the 3rd bullet point, please. Yeah.
Collaborate with the customer.
Yeah. Next, please. Next point as well.
Work together daily.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Communication.
Coordination. Balance of team member contributions.
Mutual support.
Mutual support.
Effort.
Efforts.
Cohesion.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for reading it out. The first and foremost is to collaborate with the customer. Okay. What do we understand when we say collaborate with the customer? Yeah. Anybody wants to explain this? What is their understanding by this word?
Talk to them and be on the same page.
Yeah,
Yes.
taking constant feedback
Okay.
from the customers.
Very well.
Communicate,
Yes.
interact with them as much as you can.
Taking requirement
Okay.
from the customer.
Knowing what
Perfect.
the customer wants.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. First of all, kudos to you all. You all have, I guess, Gaurav, they really understood it quite well. So I'm very glad. So superb. I'm really happy with your answers because yes, to be very honest, all of you collectively, what you said, not only one person, that's what it means. Collaboration means not only talking to them, not only taking feedback, but being with them 24/7 work wise, as in, you're not poking them every time with some questions, but, being on the same page, knowing what they want, knowing what is their requirement, and, and delivering them as per their ask within budget, within timelines, and, I would say building that trust amongst you, both of you, as an organization, as a customer. And that is why ultimately you collaborate them. Collaboration, when I say collaboration, means you both as an entity, as an organization, as a team, and customer as an organization, you both work together and you both grow together. So you collaborate with each other to ensure that you both are growing. Okay. So that is what we mean when we say collaborate with the customer. And the fourth point is work together daily. Okay. Work together daily, that we all said that, okay, take the feedback, listen to them, have discussions and meetings with them, whatever their requirements are, understand and deliver that way. But when we are doing this, what are the main pointers that we should understand? So first is communication. Communication simply means not only talk, but ensure you understand what they're trying to say. Generally, people think communication is just talking and listening and, just to and fro of words and knowledge and information. Absolutely okay to start with. But on a professional ground, communication means whatever your ideas, vision, understanding you're trying to convey to the other party, those are understood by them. So, there is no communication gap, there is no ambiguity and confusion. So you both understand each other well. That's first and foremost. Second, coordination. Absolutely. You coordinate with them as per their requirements, as per your maybe some constraint. If you are saying that, okay, I'm not able to deliver within per se given the time frame because there are some technical challenges, there is some technical ambiguity that needs to be worked upon and things like that. So coordinate with each other. There should not be any gap that the customer is not aware of what you're working on or what is actually happening in the project. And then you have to be together in every discussion and as per every milestone. Third point is balance of team member contribution. Now, this is really, really important. So many times what happens, this is my personal experience as well. Yes, so many times in a particular team, say per se a team of say 4 people, out of them 2 would be highly and mainly contributing because they are very much good in what they work on and they are highly skilled, they're highly dedicated. And one person might be average and one person might not be doing anything for that matter. It's like, it's like when you live in a joint family, your work is getting done, but you do not know who is contributing what. So on the same principle, we have to ensure that hardworking and intelligent and skilled workers are not, I would say, forced to do much work, whereas others do not work. We have to ensure that, basically assign everybody some work and look at their, feedback, look at their completion rate, and then we'll understand, okay, how and why they do it and who is contributing what. So this is very, very important. Next point is effort and cohesion. Okay, so effort, we all understand that we have to be willing to work towards our goal. We have to be dedicated to ensure that we are working together for a common goal. And then cohesion means simply this entire, I would say, effort, communication, dedication should be there, but as a team. Okay, we are not working here as an individual contributor. When we think about a customer, we are working towards as a team, as a family who is trying to achieve a common goal. Yes. Any doubts in the best practices points? Yes.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Thank you for your feedback. So these are all, I would say, basic elements or basic points that we also follow in a regular life, right? So there's nothing out of the box, but yes, if you have any doubts, you are more than welcome to ask. Yeah, Gaurav, we can go to next slide, please. This was the earlier or this is the next one?
Yeah, so this is the next one. You want me to take this? Sorry, earlier one. You want me to take this? I can
So
go ahead.
after this one, we don't have anything.
No, this is the last slide.
Okay, then I'll start with the Scrum and you can go ahead with the Kanban and XP. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Agile, we have been learning how to implement Agile. What are the basic, rules, or I would say manifestos of Agile framework? So there are multiple ways to implement Agile. Okay, like for example, if I tell you to make a painting, okay, and I just tell you only this much that okay, this is your assignment, make a painting. Then there are so many ways that you can make a painting. You can do with the I would say water paints, with sketch paints, with markers, with those I don't know, like with coal. Even you can paint with coal. We can do a sketching with a pencil, black and white. So there are so many ways. The point here I'm trying to tell you is the agile can also be implemented in multiple ways. The best of them or the most famous ones are given below: Scrum, Kanban, and XP. So I'll start with Scrum and I'll let Gaurav go ahead with the other two. So here, even in our sessions, we'll learn Scrum in detail because Scrum is the most popular method or methodology wherein we implement Agile. Scrum is very effective, if I have to call it that way. It's absolutely kind of ensures that you get all the benefits of your agile methodology. So basically, Scrum framework allows you to implement agile in such a way that they have some ceremonies. Scrum has and actually ceremonies means those are event like how we call as a wedding ceremony or engagement ceremony. So same way, Scrum also has its ceremonies which you want to take part of. You have to ensure, and then it has daily activities. Like for example, I would say the stand-up meeting is a daily event. It's like I'm just giving you some bits and pieces of important pointers about Scrum. We will learn this in super detail coming soon, so don't worry. I'm just giving you an overview of that as of now. So basically, Scrum is a way how we implement Agile. So how that is done? So first of all, we ensure that we have a team which is highly qualified and which is diverse. When I say diverse, that means somebody can be an expert in development. We need a couple of people who are very good in development, like an architect, maybe senior developer. Some people might be very good in testing, so we need people from testing. We also need a BA, at least 1 or 2 BAs to understand customer requirements and prepare the required documentation, right? We might also need a designer who will work on the project. So basically this entire team is very diverse, and and everybody is kind of the best from their field, because we'll be working on a very stricter timelines, very shorter timelines. We have to ensure that whichever team members we select or we have for our project, they are the best. Okay, so this is the bottom line. So we call it as a diverse team having the best of knowledge in their field. Along with them, we have like daily stand-up meeting. So it's like, as the name suggests, it's actually a meeting that is conducted by standing. So you stand for that meeting and you take the updates from everyone, or you give updates. So you basically tell three important details, like what did you work on earlier day, like earlier 8 hours. What are you planning to work on in the next 8 hours? And in case if there are any impediments, any issues that you're facing, please feel free to discuss them, because some of your issues some other team member might have earlier faced, or they're aware of the solution or resolution, and they can share it offline. And these are a very short meetings generally. As you're standing, it should not exceed 15 minutes or more. So this is a daily connect that we have in Agile or Scrum that helps the team member to know who is working on what, right? So you might not have dedicated time to go and check with anyone and everyone, but this meeting gives you a platform where you understand what everybody is working on, okay? Along with that, we have many ceremonies. Ceremonies means, sorry for my voice in between. Every phase of your development is captured in form of ceremony. Like, you have a project kickoff meeting wherein or planning meeting wherein you'll plan for the next sprint. Okay, then you have your review meeting with the customer wherein you showcase your work, you present, you highlight your achievements, you kind of ensure that your work is getting showcased and presented to the customer. And then you also have a retrospective and project closure meetings wherein you analyze that whatever you have learned is or whatever you have done, it is good enough, and you can utilize it for the further projects, and you can even close the project on that. Gaurav, can you continue? Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I was trying to unmute, but I was not able to. Am I audible back? Hello.
Yes.
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 Okay. So yeah, Prerna, you want me to take the next one? Can I? Wait a second. Okay. Fine. So guys, now you know the this Scrum framework, and you got to know all the ceremonies. Let me quickly tell you the other few too. Okay. So the three common framework we are talking about over here, one is Scrum, Kanban, and XP. You know by now these are the way out. What are these, everyone? In a layman
Way out.
language? Way out. Yeah.
Way out.
So the one which you see on the left hand side is called as Kanban desk. So it can be visible physically as well as remotely. When we talk about remotely, it means that it has to be via some tool. Okay, so there will be certain tool on which you can see the entire Kanban. What do we mean by Kanban? Kanban is one framework what let you see all those activities available right now, has been owned right now, and has been taken up further and is still in progress, and what all are done. So what you see in this board, okay, from left to right, it is talking about stories means what all the available activities are there to be done. Okay, what has been prioritized to do, that is in the second column. And the third, what has been the work has started, and the work which has been started has been under testing, and what all have been marked as done. Such visibility from left to right, all the tasks will continue to move. Okay, when you will see such physical representation at your office or over the tool, that uh, that representative tool is called as Kanban desk. What it is called as, everyone?
Kanban desk.
Kanban desk.
Kanban desk, yeah. So here you have the all the activities in front of you, and you can continue to work on them to move from left to right, left to right. Okay, so that is visible in certain tool. Then coming back to XP stands for extreme programming. What it is called as?
Extreme programming.
So inside, yes. So inside extreme programming, there is a term called is this. What this term is visible? Where my pair
Pair
programming.
programming.
Okay, yeah. And pair programming, what do we understand by pair programming? Any idea? What do you
Two
think?
things together.
To
Like
yeah,
Scrum and Kanban together, maybe?
no. So pair programming, let's focus on that. Kanban we have done. So pair programming where pair will be there. Okay. Means two entities will be there. It has to be done in two. Okay. So it all start from planning. Okay. Where you plan the entire requirement first. Okay. It means that you plan for the release. How frequent certain activity you will do, that will come under iteration plans, so that you will have the visibility on every week on week what is going to happen. And when you know the requirement, you will know that how it will function, and you will get the update on every single day further. Under stand up meeting will anyway happen, where you know that what all things are to be unfolded. And in pair you have developed something. So coming back to the bottom of this circle, you will see that first at initial level, two coders will come together and they start doing coding simultaneously. And this terminology will be called as pair programming. They verify together each other's code, that will come under unit testing. Okay, and whatever the debugging has to happen on every single hour, they will continue to do for each other, that will come under pair negotiation. And when that is developed, and then once it is gone for the testing, the testing team will also continue to create their acceptance test criteria. Every single things will be done and discussed under stand up meeting. Prerna has talked about stand up. Okay, and then you will have already the acceptance testing coming from the weekly plan, and that has come from the entire release plan. Here you will see some element of already some agile methodologies are adapted, but the infusion of working in two people's team have encouraged the name which is called as pair programming. And again, both the elements, if be it Kanban, be it XP or Scrum, has been the part of Agile. Sometime what we do, there are n number of such frameworks evolved further. One more name you will see, that when they will infuse Kanban and Scrum together, it will be called as Scrumban. What it will be called as, everyone?
Scrum.
Yeah. So
Someone.
these, yes, thank you. So these are few names that you anyway happen to see in part of framework, and you need to deal with it. Okay. So any questions so far before I move to next slide? Any questions so far, guys?
I did not understand
Okay.
XP.
You did not understand XP. Okay,
No.
let me bring that. Thank you for asking. Let me bring that slide one more time.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait a second. I'm just opening the slide back. Okay. So when we are talking about extreme programming, it means that what is the centric word over here? What you realize? What is the center word of this? What is the foundational work?
Programming.
Extreme.
Yeah, programming with the extensive mode. Okay. And when programming is happening, so of course, programming is happening everywhere, right? And when programming is happening with every framework, there is no more highlighting point over there. But when we call it as that extreme programming, one thing we need to notice, okay, and that thing is that when extreme programming is happening, it can only happen when more than one programmer is there in the place, okay. And for that very reason, we have some pointer to which we call it as, excuse me, to which we call it as a pair programming, okay. So pair programming is referring back to the extreme programming, and it says that it is part of extreme programming. And any coding which is done, it has to be done in pair, okay. It has to done in pair, means two coders has to be there together. With me so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So when two coders are there, then verification of their coding will also be done in the pair. Okay. So two coders verifying each other's work, and they happen to continue to work in a team of two pair, always in two. Then when they are validating or debugging their work, that has to be done in two as well. So pair programming is the part of extreme programming. Inside extreme programming, you make sure all the agile rituals are followed, agile ceremonies are followed. But here you think, you understand that uh, you know the coding which has been done, so always when a coding which has been done, it is tested by the developer itself. That is called as unit testing. What it is called as, everyone?
Unit testing.
Unit testing. Okay, so who develops the code? It's coders develop the code, and they continue to develop in pair. That is the concept called as pair programming. When they do the unit testing together, that is the validation with the group, that will be again referred as unit testing. Let me maximize that so that it will be quite easy for you to look at it and understand it. Okay. So every single module will be designed in two, and every hour it will be checked by these two coders. Uh, they check each other's module, and that part is called as pair negotiation. So now focus from pair negotiation to code. This itself makes the pair programming as a extreme programming. Okay. And the remaining thing, which is the also part of agile, that is stand up meeting, what you already know about it. Then acceptance testing, where you create the user story. And what is user story, we will talk about it. So for now, you understand that a large portion of the requirement will be broken down into the smaller pieces, consumable requirement. Okay, I gave you the example of large braid of loaf, uh, sliced into the smaller consumable uh, slices. Okay, so likewise, when it is consumed, there is a requirement devised well in a testable manner. Okay, and that will be called as acceptance test criteria writing. Okay, and when to be deliver that, and what all certain activity you continue to follow, that will become the part. And that part is designed during the iteration plan, to which you can also call it as a some activities to which we will be learning about it, is called as sprint planning. Okay, and the entire all the sprints when to be released, that will become the part of release plan, and it continues to happen. Okay, when such activities continue to happen as a part of the loop until the entire requirement is delivered, okay, that will the entire framework will be called as the extreme programming. Did you follow this? Whose question was this?
Yeah.
Okay, did you understand that what all activities happen inside this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So let me bring some more light onto the agility in the projects. Now listen it very closely before we end. To prove the speed delivery, continuous delivery, small to bulk agility is encouraged in the projects. Reason people have done the certification. Now it is quite important as an agilist. What you need to understand, there are tons of certifications. Okay, few are recognized internationally, few are not so recognized internationally. Okay, so there are few which is recognized, that you can take it from here, that these are the certification you can choose to do. Okay, you can choose to do. So to name a few, you can become agile, you can do agile leadership certification, you can do scrum advanced certification, you can do enterprise coaching certification, and then P4MR to understand agile adaptation of American Development Bank, then product ownership and developer certification, scrum in different level type of scrum master, DevOps certification, Kanban certification, Scaled Agile Framework Enterprise certification, PMI, SAP certification. These are the name of the few certification. Remember, as I say that these slides are Guru School's properties, and I am not allowed to share. But definitely, what you can do is that take a picture of it, and when you are listening to the recording, go back, pause it, and take a note of it. You can decide which all further certification you need to do. Bare minimum certification, if you needed to do, is that you can start from the some free certification available over the internet, so that you will have more gained confidence that you can crack some internationally renowned certification, say for example from Scrum Alliance minimum CSM certification, or from PMI CSM certification, that is to be the certified Scrum Master. Okay, so these are the few certifications name. And when we are talking about all those things, frameworks can be visible on the various tools. So minimum tools that you needed to know are these. Okay, Jira, Asana, Trello. So these are minimum. There are tons of such tools that will let you practice. Now with this note, I have one assignment for you. So till next week, I want you to choose any of the tool, create go ahead and create a free account in that. Okay, and you are going to explore these tools by your own self. It means that you don't know as of now what exactly these tools do. So what you do, you go ahead, explore by your own self, extract all the information by these tools. You will do the self research on these tools, and you have to know and tell and elaborate that what exactly these tools do. Okay, when you are explaining the summary of this, that time you tell that I have taken this tool, and in the next summary, what you will do, you talk about these tools. You are going to choose only one tool amongst these. Is it clear? The assignment is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Anyone who is not clear with the assignment? Okay, Saju, what is the question?
So the question is, I am familiar with Jira. Do you want me to go deep in that, or do you want me to learn something else? What do
I
you
will.
recommend?
I'll let you decide. You can go more deeper into Jira. That's number one. But if that is so easy for you, you can choose for the next point, that you pick any another tool and go ahead and continue to explore that and tell us what you find.
Okay, sure. And do you recommend anything from here?
Yeah, generally I go ahead and I don't recommend. In fact, all are the recommendation. Okay, so you can go ahead, choose with Zoho Sprint, or Azure DevOps is not there. So nowadays Azure DevOps are also picked up tools, so you can go ahead with that, or you can take Asana, or iScrum or something like that. So yeah, you decide your own tool, I would say. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, everyone is clear with this? Yeah. So what I want you to do now we are done with today's learning. Now this is time for attendance, who all were present here. And what I want you to do, I want you to come back over here. Where you need to come back? You need to come back here. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah. You need to come back here. And I want to hear from you. Okay, Shruti, before I answer you, let me come back here. And I want answer from you is this. Okay, simple. What do you feel like saying after today's session? Okay, saying here you see on the screen, and personally I'm going to review each one of you, one of yours experiences over here, and collect into the attendance. Go ahead, type in. So this is what you are needed to do as a closer of for the day. Yeah, go ahead, Shruti, with your question.
Um, yes, Gaurav, I just want to know, so what kind of certification will we be getting from this course
Okay,
about Scrum?
great question. So from Guru Schools, anyway, you will get the certification of the completion from the certification of the completion of BA Agile Scrum track. Okay, this is the diploma of what do you call, completion certificate of the diploma course from the Guru School that you will be getting. It is what is the then what why I'm recommending you to do. So as I said, there are national and international boards who recommends some certification what were listed from the international boards. So any which way organizations look from as an added advantage if you have done from those institutions. So if you wish at all, you can go ahead with the those international certification. These are not mandatory, these are optional. I have seen many people without even certification has grown further. Okay, so what you will get from Guru School, completion certificate of the diploma course of BA Agile Scrum. Okay,
Okay, thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Yeah, Richie, what your question has?
Yeah, I just want to know, like, the certification that we are about to get from the Guru School, like which date it would be, because as you said, you'll be
Okay,
giving experience of 3 or 4 in the past. So I just want.
okay, so let me give you an answer. When you will be getting, so what happens? So the whole idea is that why you are attending the training? To get placed. Okay. So until unless you are not placed, okay, certificates will be on your name with Guru Schools. So only when Guru School is placing you inside their project where you start working, that is the time you will be handed over with the certificate.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm asking about the completion of the course or the training from Guru School. Like, we'll be getting it like we have completed this course in April 2024, or how?
No, I did not understand your question.
The completion of the course, that right now what we are doing, this
Hmm.
training of the Scrum certification, whatever.
So when I mean, are you asking that when we will be getting the certificate, or are you asking if what date will be mentioned in the certificate?
Yeah, exactly. The date which we mentioned.
Okay, so generally date won't be mentioned that when did you complete it. Okay,
Mhm.
but you will be getting that you have completed the 2 months of the training with the Guru Schools. Okay,
Oh,
more if you want to have more such detailed conversation, definitely you can ask more detail about it in the RRP session, but this is what the information I have as of now.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. GB, what question you have?
Yeah, actually, just regarding the RRP session. So the right now, the RRP sessions, I live in California. The RRP session, which I'm waiting for the 7 p.m. EST time. So the 7 p.m. or 4 p.m. I'm not sure. The second session I'm waiting for, but I was there were until March 25th. There were no RRP session at that time. So will I able to join after that, or how come that's work? Because I don't have any idea about that
As I
one.
say, yeah, thank you so much for asking this question, GB. Thank you. Yeah, as I say that you must attend all the RRP sessions until you get placed. Okay. So what does it
Okay.
mean? in case you don't have any RRP session and you are not able to mm, attain that, does it mean that you have joined already somewhere placed? You are no. The answer is no. So whenever RRP session will resume, should you join or not? Of course, you should be joining. So wait until it resumes back and continue to join then. Got
Okay,
it?
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. So I believe that I have answered all the question. Now go back and add your comment inside the um, thing that what is your feeling of your receptivity today? Were you able to receive, understand, connect, relate with the topic today? Okay. And if you are feeling the confidence and all, you can go ahead and just write that into the WhatsApp group. Let me review them personally one by one and take your attendance. Thank you so much everyone for showing up, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
day. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.